expecting. There's no fun in being faced by the enemy.
We'd better get her up to solitary.
Come on, Becky.
Dennis!
Take it easy.
What was in that?
Nothing. Prison air. Oh, nobody's going to put me away to rot by myself. There's no fun in that.
I'll get a doctor.
It's too late for that. It's only air.
No, but it's in her bloodstream now.
Can't stop a coronary. Final, ultimate high, eh, Judy? I won't have to wonder what death is like anymore. Because it's going to be...
Here we are, love. Something to keep your strength up.
Oh, Mum. I feel fine. I'm just angry that I wasn't successful in getting through.
Well, I'm jolly glad you didn't. To think you have to work alongside people who did this to you.
No, quiet.
We've just received word that a man has died at Wentworth Detention Centre. Police are investigating. We'll give you more details as they come to hand.
It couldn't be Dennis, darling.
But he was the only male warder.
I'm certain it's not him. He's too good at his job to let anyone hurt him.
Oh, Mum. I couldn't bear it if anything happened to him.
He's more than just a friend, isn't he?
Would you please see if you can get through to Wentworth for me? Just make sure he wasn't hurt.
I wonder if they've finished questioning Marion.
Well, asking for trouble, I reckon. Walking out like that. Say, are you feeling any better? You stop shaking?
Almost.
Look, it's all over. There was nothing any of us could have done to save poor Rob. It's finished. Over.
I'm going to have nightmares for ages. You know the thing that really frightens me?
What?
Something that happened on my rounds the other day in the laundry. I think I'm very lucky to be alive.
Look, this has gone too far. The department has to be notified. We can't stay on here. Look at this child. And Marion's having a nervous breakdown.
Look, the danger's past, Gladys. We can't just pull up stakes and cop out at this stage.
Don't you think that a murderer who's run amok just might give the others ideas?
No, I don't.
Well, I'm not at all happy about the way things stand. I'm writing a full report to the department insisting that we be replaced. And I'm going to want both of your signatures as well.
Evening. Just thought I'd come over and deliver the good news.
Oh, strike's over, is it?
No, but things are looking pretty black for the department. Did you hear the news flash?
About the bloke being killed? Yeah.
I tried to phone Wentworth to find out who it was, but they weren't giving out any information. Do you know?
Young social worker by the name of Summerton. My source of information seems pretty certain he was murdered by that Baker woman.
Oh, a young man.
Apparently.
Can I get you a beer, Frank?
No, thanks, I can't stay. Thing is, this rather changes things. Puts the department exactly where we want them.
I'm not sure I follow you.
Well, the department's going to be breaking their neck to get this strike settled as soon as possible. Means we can go for broke. Means drawing up a new set of demands, eh? So could you come over to the office and help me get stuck into some paperwork?
Couldn't they wait till the morning?
No. Got to strike while the iron's hot, if you'll pardon the pun.
I find your attitude in very poor taste, Frank. A young man has been killed, and all you can think of is that it gives us leverage over the department.
I've no time for delicacy, Joyce.
And what about the original reason for us going on strike? A prisoner's word being taken over that of an officer. Is that no longer relevant?
Joyce, there are wider issues at stake.
And you're saying that Joan Ferguson no longer matters?
She never has, really.
Well, perhaps not to you, but her dismissal is the original reason that the union voted to strike.
You're being a bit naive, Joyce. The important issues are better wages and better conditions. Surely you can see that.
All I can see is that the union's being unfair to both its members and the department.
Well, if you don't like it, you know what you can do. Plenty of others who will take over as union rep.
Good. Well, let them. Because I resign the position as of now.
Bloody typical, isn't it? Some excitement around here at last, and idiot benches here has to sleep through the lot.
I can't say I was excited, but I will admit to being relieved.
Did you actually see it carking at you?
Oh, leave it, Marlene.
I'll never forget it as long as I live. I'd love to have been there when she snuffed it. I'd love to have seen that.
Yeah, I would have liked to have asked her what it felt like.
I hope Lou didn't get any ideas from hanging around bloody Bev.
Bound to have got a lot of ideas, but she won't know what to do with them. Lou's one of those people that can only follow the mob.
Yeah, that's what surprised me about Buck. Miss Rogers, did you hear about the way she tried to take on the mob and break through the picket line?
Bloody stupid. You wouldn't catch me running through rocks to get in here.
Yeah, well, if she'd have made it, she might have stopped Bev from killing that Summit and guy.
Yeah, then it could have been her body found under Dot's bed.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, well, I'm glad it was him and not me who copped it.
That young man had a wife and twin baby girls, and they're all grieving for him. And all you can say is you're glad he's dead.
I only said I'm glad it was him and not me.
Dot. Look, love, we're all feeling a bit the same way. Bev was bound to kill sooner or later, and if it hadn't have been for the strike, it could have been one of us.
I don't know how we would have got through last night without your help. I wouldn't have blamed any of you for wanting to get as far away from Wentworth as possible. Thank you for staying.
I must say, Mrs. Reynolds, that you, Mrs. Morris, and young Mr. Crookshank handled the whole affair most efficiently.
Thank you, Gladys.
It's certainly been an eye-opener for me, but I won't miss the place when it's all over.
I tend to agree.
Marion was a disappointment.
So you know about that little press gallery outside?
You mean the 5,000 reporters clamoring at the gates for a story?
Yeah, well, I just wanted to assure you that none of us here leaked the story.
Mrs. Reynolds, is there any news on the strike yet?
Not yet, but there's a meeting sometime today, so all we can do is hope that they come to some sort of agreement. Anyway, keep your fingers crossed. I'll let you know if anything happens.
You're a very dedicated person, Meg.
I like to think so.
I don't know how you manage to keep your cool all the time. Why, I haven't seen you flustered once since I've been here. You're amazing.
Suppose you'll be glad when the strike's over?
No, I'd be a liar if I said otherwise. Listen, Meg, when this is all over with, any chance of us getting to know each other better?
Well, I dare say our paths will cross again.
Maybe. But why don't we make sure of it? We can get together for a meal or something.
Well, at the moment, it's all I can do to stay awake.
Should I give you more time to think about it?
I really haven't got time to think about anything much at the moment. As a matter of fact, I just remembered something I should have done a couple of hours ago. Excuse me.
What do you mean the press are waiting for me downstairs? Why wasn't I told in advance?
Didn't have time. Look, I've spent half the night working on that statement. All you've got to do is read it. This murder means that we've got the department exactly where we want them. All they'll want to do is get the strike over with as quickly and quietly as possible. Get themselves out of the limelight.
The department must agree that the tragic killing of Mr. Summerton only highlights the need for increased wages and better working conditions. What the hell does any of this have to do with me?
Everything, Joan. Better working conditions for all prison officers. That's what we're aiming for.